Good morning. Good morning. It is a wonderful day here at the True Blend FM 96.1. It's Maria in the morning, and we've got Terry Gartrell, and she is starting her show this morning. Good morning. There's Terry coming on live right now. Good morning. We're not splitting the screen yet. Can you hear me?
Good morning, everyone.
Nobody's there yet, but what I was going to say is, can you come any closer? Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jay. Terry, can you come any closer to the camera, sweetheart? Good morning, John. I'm just waiting on Terry. She's going to come a little closer to the camera for me. Come on closer. Okay, I think she's frozen for a moment. There she is coming back. Good morning, Terry. Can you come any closer to the camera, sweetheart?
Good morning.
Can you come any closer to the camera? Bring yourself all the way in.
I'm not able to hear.
You can't hear me? Good morning, Kim.
Oh my God.
It's okay. We're going to work it out. As soon as she gets set up, guys, we are going right into our session. You all know all about technical difficulties. That's all it is. Every now and then we have that kind of stuff going on. And good morning, Kim. I'm so excited to see you here this morning. We are going live in just a few moments. Terry is getting set up with Total Wellness and Winning the War Against Mental Health. We've got Terry Gartrell, and of course, she is our professional coach. And just as quickly as we can get her on the screen, we're going right into our session. Got her now, hopefully. Hopefully we've got her. Good morning.
Yes, I figured out what it was.
Huh?
I figured out why I didn't have sound. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to put you on. We are ready to go. And good morning. Good morning. It is Maria in the morning. It is time for Distress Factor with Terry Gartrell, your professional mental health counselor and certified life coach. And we are winning the war against mental health. Our subject this morning is Distress Factor. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning. How is everyone doing?
Everybody is saying hello. So great. I've got Calvin and Kimberly and Jay. We've got 6 to 7 people already on this morning. Terry, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, this morning we're talking about the stress factor. Remember, we're discussing the referral process. So while I am sharing a little bit of information with you, I would like the audience to interact. I want you to be thinking about what you would consider to be the top 5 stressors in life.
The top 5 stressors in life. Okay, so that is the subject matter.
I would like for you
Go ahead, Terry.
Maybe think about the ones that may be on the lower end of the spectrum.
Okay.
Okay. I always like to start out by sharing a health spike or a statistic concerning mental health. Okay, we have over 300 mental health illnesses that are listed in the DSM-5. That is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. That's what we use to diagnose disorders when we treat people.
Okay.
Out of those disorders, they fall into one of the 5 categories. And there are many stress-related disorders, such as acute stress disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, and adjustment disorder. So I want to ask the audience, what do you think is in the top 5 of the stress disorders?
All right, Jay is saying job, and Calvin said marriage. So if you would like to see Terry Gartrell, who is our professional this morning, go ahead and like our page on True Blend FM 96.1 and just like the page, and you should be able to see Miss Terry Gartrell. And she is actually asking right now, what are the stressors? And we have job, finances, family. Go ahead, Terry.
Okay, let me tell you, the top 5 are the death of a loved one, spouse, death of a loved one, your spouse, divorce is actually very high, 73 points, 73 points, marital separation, 63 points, detention in jail, 63 points, and then we also have marriage and divorce at 50 points. Someone mentioned marriage and divorce. Okay. So those are very significant. These are very significant things. So when we talk about the referral process, these are some of the things. If you know someone that is going through these things, they may not handle it the way that you may handle it. They may need to go and talk with someone. And these are the things that might prompt you to refer them to someone, or perhaps become a listening ear and maybe maybe go with them to get treatment.
That would be great.
The ones, believe it or not, the ones on the lower end are changing your diet, 15 points, vacation, 13 points, major holidays, 12 points, minor law violations such as getting a ticket, 11 points.
I just had that yesterday.
Okay.
That's stress. I'm just saying.
Okay, so the point I'm making is that we all experience stress.
Absolutely.
Okay. It can be a positive event. It can be a negative event, or what we view as negative, what we perceive as negative. We all have stress. What did the audience say?
Oh my goodness.
Did they name some of the things that I'm saying?
Absolutely. I see the family, finances, job, marriage, family again. Yes, several of those things.
Many things are related to our relationships. Okay. So what is stress? Stress is how our body reacts to any demand for change. Simply put, that's what stress is. How do we respond for any demand for change? We can have positive stress, which is eustress, and negative stress, which is called distress. So what I want to leave you with before we leave today is, how do you deal with stress? How do you deal with stress? You know, if something happens and you're trying to figure out how to, kind of cope with things, whether or not you should go to counseling. And I always like to look at things holistically.
Please do.
Start with your spirit. Feed your spirit. Okay. Make sure you have some type of affirmation or something that you can hide in your heart. And I always encourage people, do this before the storm comes.
Absolutely.
Stay in your word. Stay positive every day. Have something that you're starting your day with, that you're saying to yourself that you really, really believe, and stand on that and say it every day. Affirm that to yourself. So be intentional about what and who you entertain. Be very intentional.
So you're saying to do positive affirmations. I've heard that several times. So you would get up maybe in the morning and just start saying some positive things to yourself.
Absolutely. And before you go to bed as well, even throughout the day.
That's great.
Even throughout the day, you may be getting ready to go into a meeting and you may say something, because I tell people what we say a lot of times is, well, I didn't get good vibes from so-and-so. Well, you know why? Because we give off energy. That's what the vibes are.
Right.
The vibes are the vibrations, the energy that we're giving off. Okay.
All right.
So we have to keep our mindset in our higher consciousness, basically. Okay. And we are very able to do that. Be intentional about what and who you entertain, who you keep in your inner circle. Be positive. Be around people who are going to encourage you and who you can encourage, who uplift you. Be positive. If somebody is going through something, that's one thing, and they want to share with you, but don't stay there.
Good.
You know, don't stay. Be able to move through that.
That's great. That's great.
And then body, for me, exercise is very, very de-stressing.
Very good.
You know, particularly, I love my walks on the boardwalk near the water. I like going to the track and I like going to the gym. But whatever it is for you, you know, for some people, it may be reading. I love reading as well. But at the end of the day, or even sometime at the beginning, I love to exercise. So that is very distressing to me. So these are things, because we all encounter stress, and it's very important that we know how to handle that and cope with it so that it does not overtake us.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Yes, yes, yes. So just to recap, we're talking about the stress factor. This month, we're focusing on how to know when to refer. How do we know when to refer? And I just gave you some very specific examples on when to know when we would refer somebody. They may be going through some of these events. And if you have any questions or any topic that you would like to hear about, feel free to inbox me or contact Maria and let us know.
Page. Yes, go to the True Blend page and we'll get it answered. We'll get them answered.
Right. And we have the 904-866-2248. 904-866-2248, as well as my website. I'm on Psychology Today, as well as my other website, the NuVisionForYouCounseling.com.
Wonderful.
I love for the audience to interact.
Okay, we've got a question. It says, can she repeat those statistics? Diagnosis info, 300 plus diagnosed mental illness. We'll put them in the comments. Yes, we don't have time to put those in the comments. That way anybody and everybody can read them as well. Calvin is saying you are being very helpful, and I knew that you would be. I knew that you would.
Thank you,
Calvin. Yes, yes.
And I want to let you know this as well. If you have multiple stressors, that can compound everything. If you have less than 150 points, your stress level is pretty low. Between 150 to 300 points, you're borderline. Anything over 300, you're living in the high stress lane.
Wow. Okay.
Anything over 300, you're in the high stress lane, and you need to take a look at it on how you can minimize your stress level.
So you think those are times that we need to probably have them refer to a counselor or someone when you have when it's stacking up, those stressors.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay.
When that score gets over 300, because we can have multiple things going on, good or bad, and it can really produce these things that I'm talking about: the anxiety, the stress disorder, the adjustment disorder, all these things that's going on in our body, physically, mentally. It starts to cause things to manifest.
Wow. All right. Okay, Terry, we've only got a few more minutes. Let's give them one idea that they can keep in their mind until next week when you're back on. Same time, guys, 8:15 to 8:30. You have to bring your questions, because if you have questions, or go ahead and we're going to have it in the comments on the True Blend page on this particular one as well. Go ahead and have your comments and questions ahead of time so Terry can prepare to answer you by the next Wednesday. Right, Terry?
Correct.
Okay.
I would recommend, related to this topic, that you sit down really and list out the things that you would consider to be stressors. Again, it can be, I'm taking a full load in school. I'm planning to get married. I just started a new job. I'm giving those because those are good examples.
Yes.
These are things we consider to be positive. However, they can be very stressful. Okay. And look at that. There, I have a stress rating scale. Look at it and kind of plan out your day. That's another big one. Sit down and plan your day out. If you have a very busy schedule like me, the night before, look at your calendar, review your calendar so that you know what you're doing the next day.
Wow.
Write things down. And I hope that everyone enjoyed it and that you received something out of today's topic, the stress factor.
Thank you so much, Terry. You're amazing. We look forward to seeing you and your lovely face and speaking to you and hearing you again next Wednesday, 8:15 to 8:30. If you want to know how to live a full stress-free, if you need to know how to get the help, or if you just need someone to talk to, Terry Gartrell is our professional. I recommend her highly. All right, Terry, good morning and have a great day. To each of you,
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.